It's time for a crypto project update video, as well as a quick summary of a project I've covered in the past called Polkadex. You're probably familiar with Polkadex, but if you're not, I'll be going through it in this video, as well as cover its latest update, which is the launch of the long-awaited for Crowdloan. I'd also like to thank the team at Polkadex for supporting this channel. It's very much appreciated. So in short, Polkadex is a fully decentralized peer-to-peer order book-based crypto exchange for the DeFi ecosystem built on Substrate. They're currently a solo chain on Substrate and also a para thread because they're waiting to become a parachain. That is their aim, so hence why they need to participate in the Polkadot Crowdloan. Now, they launched the Polkadex Crowdloan yesterday on the 19th of January, so you can now take part, and I'll be going through the information as well as the different ways you can take part. But first, let's dig a bit into what Polkadex has to offer, just in case you're new here and have never heard of it. So as I've said at the start, Polkadex are an order book DEX, which means you can see the buy and sell orders as well as the price graph, just like you can on a centralized exchange. Now you'll be able to place, market and limit orders and possibly even stop limit orders, but we'll know more about that when they launch it, and I'll be very likely doing a tutorial on it. And ultimately, the initial idea of Polkadex is just to be a DEX where you can trade all the different Polkadot assets on, but also Ethereum and Bitcoin by using the pegged versions. So with the interoperability of Polkadot and Kusama, Polkadex should flourish, right? There's no doubt about it in my mind. Now, to dig a little deeper into the order book, you'll also be able to register multiple hot wallets, which are based on the browser extension like Polkadot.js, for example, as well as your mobile phone. So there will be a mobile application. You'll also be able to use trading bots within Polkadex to automate trading, which is awesome. Now, another important feature is they will be able to delegate your assets to third parties, which means you will be able to make profit through algorithmic trading while still keeping control of your crypto assets. And you can keep your crypto safe and secure by leaving the funds on the exchange, waiting for the orders to fill without having to worry about the security, and you can also save on transaction fees by doing that. Now, Polkadex are partnered with Kilt. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that we like Kilt on this channel as well. Now, I didn't like their Crowdloan structure, but that's another story, right? The project itself is awesome. Digital identity on Polkadot. They've been partnering with a number of other companies like Altair as well, but that's another story, right? So yeah, Polkadex are partnered with Kill, the digital identity platform on Kusama, and are also part of the DeFi Alliance. They're also partnered with KuCoin, Gate, and a few other companies. Polkadex are also going to be an IDO platform, which means a project can create an ERC20-like token to raise funds for their idea and can get listed on the Polkadex exchange in one click. There will also be the Polkadex mobile application where you can perform trades, as I was mentioning earlier, but you can use a cold wallet and you can receive funds directly to it when you use that mobile application. So that's something different from traditional trading. Now, I was talking about how Polkadex is a cross-chain order book DEX. They'll achieve that by becoming a parachain to become interoperable with all the other parachains and parathreads, and also use Snowfork to connect to the Ethereum network and bring those ERC20 assets over to Polkadex, which is another plus, because remember, it's all about interoperability. If you're not interoperable, you don't survive. So Polkadex are doing just that, except it's an order book DEX, but with those extra features. Now, also, the on-chain trading bots on Polkadex bring high-frequency trading to both the retail and institutional investor. There are no cancellation fees, which means you can simply enter and exit the market as you please. Polkadex basically eliminates the issue we've seen on DEXs like Uniswap, where front running was very popular and annoying because you end up losing that transaction and paying a fee. You can learn more and dig into the details of on-chain trading bots by simply going to Polkadex's website, which can be found in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. But next, let's talk about the Crowdloan. Polkadex have just launched their Crowdloan on the 19th of January, so they'll be competing in batch 2 of the Crowdloans, where 4 more winners will be chosen. Their Crowdloan cap will be $8 million, and the lease duration will be for 96 weeks or 22 months, which is typical of all the Polkadot Crowdloans so far. Now let's talk a bit about the structure. So an absolute minimum, should Polkadex max out their Crowdloan cap to $8 million, you are guaranteed 0.187 pdex for each $1 contributed to the Crowdloan, but we all know it's unlikely to see a cap get maxed out. It's not something that typically happens, right? So you can expect larger rewards. At least that's my experience with these Polkadot Crowdloans and also with the Kusama ones. It's very rare that something can get maxed out. It does happen, but it's rare. Now, if Polkadex win one of these auctions, once token transfers are enabled, you will receive 25% of your total contribution unlocked, which means you can transfer that out of your wallet if you wish, with 75% vested and linearly unlocked over the duration of the lease. Also, the bonuses are pretty tempting. We spoke about the base reward, but there's the 15% early bird bonus, which is applied to those who contribute within 72 hours. So basically, if you contribute right now on the 20th of January, you will qualify for the early bird bonus and have until the 22nd of January to do so. But if you do happen to miss it because you don't have DOT available right now or aren't at home, then you can still contribute after for a 5% bonus until the 9th day. You can also get a 5% referral bonus if you use one of the platforms supporting Polkadex. And if you decide to contribute, kindly use my referral link from the description of this video and contribute to Polkadex using Parallel Finance, which is by far the coolest platform for contributing to the crowd loans with a really slick UI. And last but not least, you also get an exclusive limited edition Polkadex NFT if you happen to be one of the top 1000 crowdloan contributors. Now, they also have a reward calculator on the website if you wish to check what your base reward will be based on your contribution, or simply to tick the boxes at the top if you're one of the early bird contributors or have contributed between the 3rd and 9th day, just to calculate what your reward would be with the base reward and the early bird bonus. Now, they also created a list of things to keep in mind, which is very useful, especially for the beginners who haven't contributed to crowd loans before, to make sure they get it right. For example, if you contribute on chain, 5 DOT is the minimum contribution, but if you use one of their partners or exchanges, you may be able to contribute less than 5 DOT. Of course, you need to check the details for those. Also, referral bonuses are not applicable to on-chain or non-partner contributions. So, for example, if you go to the Polkadot web wallet now and use the contribute button for Polkadex, you will not get any referral bonus. Okay, just to make that clear. Should Polkadex not win by the end of the second batch, which is auction 11, you will get your DOT automatically returned to your wallet, so you don't need to do anything else, okay? And then you can recontribute once they launch the new participation, which is typical of all the crowdloan participants. These are some of the partners. We've got Parallel Finance, which if you do want to contribute through, you can use my ref link in the description. There's Bifrost if you want to contribute through the Salt method, or Equilibrium. Now, these are the various wallets available which they're supporting and the exchanges that are supporting them. So just know this: if Polkadex win a parachain auction, they'll get listed on the partner exchanges, as we've seen with every other parachain winner. This means a Kraken, an MEXC, a Huobi, an Ascendex, and an OKX listing will happen because they're currently on KuCoin and Gate already. Now, I had a look at the tokenomics in the past when I did that last review video, but just to go through them again, as we can see, the total supply is 20 million, 9% goes to the founder, 7% to the seed round, 8% to the strategic round, 10.19% to the private round, 41% is allocated to the treasury, so quite a lot of funds in the treasury, okay? 10% to the parachain auctions, 6.8% to marketing, and 2% to the community. But keep in mind that the vesting schedules are linear for a lot of these, so not everything is getting released all at once into the market. There is more information about the tokenomics on their website with the vesting schedules as well. And parachains.info also added Polkadex to the list of active crowd loans, which you can join now. Also, don't forget to follow them on Twitter or Telegram to stay up to date with what's going on. All of their links can be found in the description of this video. Thanks as always for watching, and see you in the next video. Please don't forget to drop me a comment telling me what do you think of Polkadex, especially if you're new. And if you're not new, what do you think of Polkadex's project so far with their mainnet launch, through the different phases, etc., and now with the parachain launch as well, if they do manage to win one of these slots. Thank you for watching once again. See you in the next video. Bye bye.